My name is Tyler Elsdon. I play linebacker and I am from Frackville, Pennsylvania. I study health policy administration and a minor in kinesiology. I'd say just, like football players kind of get this rep of being like big bad guys, but we're all kind of loving and caring. So I'd probably just say like, approach me just like anyone else. I love conversation, love meeting new people, and I just want you to feel comfortable. You got to be a professional in everything you do, and that's Coach Franklin harps on that all the time, but I've really kind of lived by that now. If I'm having a bad day, you just got to be positive in every other way, and it'll just kind of bring you up. So the moment you start feeling sorry for yourself, it kind of feels like the world is falling down around you. So, just approach every day with a consistent mindset. Just work through the lows and just be as positive as possible. I mean, college life is pretty fast. So when I have free time, I like to go outside, whether that's fishing, hunting, or just taking a walk out in nature. That's kind of what I try to do. I kind of, it slows everything down for me, relaxes me. When I started playing football, I was like 4 or 5 years old, but before that, I was a water boy for my dad. My dad was a coach. I was honestly raised around the game, and I grew to really appreciate the team aspect of it and kind of the chemistry building. Felt the power of a team in terms of helping other people. There's guys on teams growing up that maybe they didn't have the best family life, maybe they didn't have friends, whatever their situation was, there's a safe haven in the locker room and they get on the field and just kind of have fun. Everybody has their own story. So for me, I was adopted. Just growing up, I had to face, different challenges that maybe some kids didn't have, but like I said, I was always presented opportunities. It was up to me to take advantage of those opportunities, but I had people to guide me. So now I just want to give people the same opportunities, or at least show them that they have the same opportunities that I had, so that they, don't feel stuck. My adoption kind of showed me a lot of different things about just life in general, but the big thing was family aspect. I actually have a tattoo that says you don't have to be blood to be family, and that's kind of my motto, but it also works in the locker room. For the most part, we come from different parts of the country, and sometimes different countries in general. But it's really helped me kind of, understand that people aren't always having the same opportunities or the same backgrounds. And like I said, everybody has their own story. So, while I was in the foster home before I was adopted, seeing different kids come in from different areas, different ages, different races, ethnic groups, all that, living with them sometimes 2 weeks, 6 months, maybe a year, kind of really showed me you got to accept people for where they are and just kind of take time and have the patience to understand people and the challenges they go through, and don't be so fast to judge people. So it was a super beneficial thing for me. It was hard at times, but now, where I am now, it's definitely helped me grow into a better man. It definitely gives me the confidence that anybody I meet, that I'll be able to get along with them. But it also gives me the confidence that there's good in people. Some people are judged off of maybe their family or things they did in the past, but everybody has something within themselves that could be positive, and sometimes people just need to be steered in the right direction. So there's times that I had challenging times, and I just had the right people kind of guide me towards success. So it's given me a lot of perspective for sure, and it's just one of those things that it's kind of hard to explain unless you kind of go through it. But now on this platform at Penn State with NIL opportunities, it's really given me, I guess, an outlet to kind of reach out to different communities, different organizations that need help. Yeah, absolutely. So every time I go home, I try to reach out to some kids, whether that's stopping at the high school. I've read the elementary school and stuff like that, just kind of showing my face, because I've realized, and it's kind of hard as an athlete to realize the impact you have on younger generations, but I started to see that and seen my impact. So when I do have an opportunity to kind of show them hey, if you stick to your goals, if you keep working towards them, you're going to be able to chase whatever you want to chase and accomplish. So yeah, so I worked with Center County Orphanage a while ago. I raised money for them. Adam Talaferro, he's a football player at Penn State in the past. I had a spinal cord injury. I've worked with him, kind of tried to raise money with him. Just because I have a good friend from high school that suffered a spinal cord injury. Adam reached out to him. I wear 43, Adam wore 43. It kind of all mixes together, but and he's a great guy. He's kind of in my corner, so obviously I try to support him all the time. And then Darby's Warriors Support is a recent one that I've started to put some time into, kind of like geared towards our veterans and giving them a great experience and some love after their service years. Yeah, Penn State, I'm a Pennsylvania guy. That pretty much says most of it. But my community, big Penn State fans. I grew up being a Penn State fan. No matter where you are, you see Penn State flags, photos, man caves of just Penn State football. So I was also raised around it, but when I started getting recruited, I came a couple visits here, went to camp here. The coaches, the staff, the environment, the community, and the fans, all very inviting, all very welcoming, and just had the best interest for each player. So it kind of felt like home. I mean, it is home for me, Pennsylvania, but just being in the walls of Lash and the locker room, the field, everything, it was meant to be.